Hello and welcome. My name is Alan and we are back with more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. But before we get into the video, I do want to go ahead and let you know I have two ways to donate to the channel. I have a month-to-month website you can donate to, be in my Patreon account. But I also have a coffee account which can do month to month or one-time single payments. Um, if you are experiencing financial troubles, though, please do not donate. Just take care of what you need to take care of. Everything out there right now is hard enough for everyone. If you can't afford it and you want to donate, thank you. I appreciate it so much because I am the only one here doing everything. So, yeah, it's me, myself, and I. With that said, let's jump into the video here. Today, we are looking at Representative Chrissy Houlihan, who is the representative for the 6th District of Pennsylvania, which is the district that is along the southern border of Pennsylvania with, I think that would be Maryland. And it encompasses Reading, Pennsylvania, and is just to the west of Philadelphia. She is a Democrat, and before she took office, she was preceded in office by Ryan Costello. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who Chrissy Houlihan is as an individual. She was born at Naval Air Station Patuxent River in St. Mary's County, Maryland on June 5th, 1967. Graduated from St. George's School in Middletown, Rhode Island in 1985. Earned a Bachelor of Science from Stanford University in Stanford, California in 1989. Earned a Master's of Science from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1994. Was a member of the United States Air Force, 1989 to 1991. Member of the United States Air Force Reserve, 1991 to 2004. Was part of Teach for America Corps, an engineer, a business executive, nonprofit executive before being elected as a Democrat to the 116th and 3 following Congresses. So she is in her 4th term. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees she is on. She is on the Committee on Armed Services, of which she's on the Subcommittee on Cyber, Information Technologies, and Innovation, and the Subcommittee on Military Personnel. She's on the Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, of which she's on the Subcommittee on Defense Intelligence and Overhead Architecture, and the Subcommittee on Open Source Intelligence. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 individual donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, which is an American pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates its policies to the legislative and executive branches of the United States, being one of several such pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the United States and has been called one of the most influential lobbying groups in the U.S. It deems itself to be a bipartisan organization, but it just bribes both parties. And as of 2025, says it has more than 5 million members in the U.S., 17 regional offices, and a vast pool of donors. It was founded in 1954 by lobbyists for the Israeli government party to counter international criticism of Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year. Just so you know that it's been murdering Palestinians for a long, long time. AIPAC became a powerful organization during the 1980s and in 2002 expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq, defending the Iraq War at AIPAC events in 2003. And in 2005, a Pentagon analyst pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. government secrets to senior AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal. It is a vile, evil, despicable, demonic, horrible organization, and the fact that it lobbies to members of our Congress on behalf of another nation should be seen as nothing else but treasonous. Altogether, it has donated $35,710, and once again, that's AIPAC. Next, at number 2, we have BlackRock Inc., and it is an American multinational investment company that was founded in 1988, initially as an enterprise risk management and fixed income institutional asset manager. It is the world's largest asset manager with $12.5 trillion in assets under management as of 2025, and it is headquartered in New York City but has 70 offices in 30 countries and clients in 100 countries. It is the manager of the iShares Group and the exchange-traded funds, and along with Fidelity, Vanguard, and State Street is considered one of the big 4 index fund managers. Its Aladdin software keeps track of the investment portfolios and has for many major financial institutions, and has its BlackRock Solutions division provide financial risk management services. As of 2025, it was ranked 210th on the Fortune 500 list of the largest U.S. corporations by revenue. It is sought to position itself as an industry leader in the environmental, social, and governance considerations in investments. The states of West Virginia, Florida, and Louisiana have divested money from or refused to do business with the firm because of its environmental, social, and governance policies. BlackRock has been criticized for investing in the companies involved in fossil fuels in the arms industry, the People's Liberation Army, and human rights violations in China. Altogether, it has donated $18,600, and once again, that's BlackRock Incorporated. Next, at number 3, we have Comcast Corporation, and they're formerly known as Comcast Holdings, and are an American multinational mass media, telecommunications, and entertainment conglomerate, and its corporate headquarters are in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, while NBC Universal, its New York operations, and other major Comcast assets are headquartered in Midtown Manhattan in New York City. It was ranked 51st on the Forbes Global 2000 in 2023 and is the 4th largest telecommunications company by worldwide revenue, after AT&T, Verizon, and China Mobile. It is the 3rd largest pay TV company and the 2nd largest cable TV company by subscribers. And and the largest home internet service provider in the United States. It owns and operates the Xfinity residential cable communications business segment and division, Comcast Business, a commercial services provider, and Xfinity Mobile, an MVNO of Verizon. The company is also the nation's third largest home telephone service provider, serving residential and commercial customers in 40 states and the District of Columbia. It has been criticized and put under intense public scrutiny for a variety of reasons. Its customer satisfaction ratings were among the lowest in the cable industry from 2008 to 2010, and it has violated net neutrality practices, and it has offered a commitment to a narrow definition of net neutrality that critics say ignore the difference between Comcast's private network services and the rest of the internet. Critics also note a lack of competition in the vast majority of its service areas, in particular the limited competition among cable providers. Given its negotiating power as a large ISP, some suspect that it could use paid peering agreements to unfairly influence end-user connection speeds. Its ownership of both content production with NBC Universal and distribution as an ISP has raised antitrust concerns that scuttled the company's 2014 effort to acquire Time Warner Cable. It was dubbed the worst company in America by The Consumerist in 2010 and 2014. It was originally founded in 1963 as American Cable Systems. Altogether, it has donated $118,325. And once again, that's Comcast Corporation. Next, at number 4, we have Service Employees International Union. And they are a labor union representing 2 million workers in over 100 occupations in the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico, and is focused on organizing workers in 3 sectors. Healthcare, over half the members work in the healthcare field, including hospital, home care, and nursing home workers. Public services, government employees, including law enforcement, and property services, including janitors, security guards, and food service workers. It has over 150 local branches and is affiliated with the AFL-CIO, the Strategic Organizing Center, and the Canadian Labour Congress. Its international headquarters is located in Washington, D.C., and it is one of the largest unions in the country. It was founded in 1921. Altogether, it has donated $15,005, and once again, that's Service Employees International Union. And finally, in 5th, we have J Street, and they are an American nonprofit liberal Zionist advocacy and lobby group based in the U.S. whose stated aims are the strengthening Jewish democracy in Israel, promoting a diplomatic end to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict with a two-state solution, and opposing the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement. It describes itself as the political home for pro-Israel, pro-peace Americans who want Israel to be secure, democratic, and the national home of the Jewish people. Many right-wing and Zionist critics allege that J Street and the policies they support are anti-Israel. At the same time, left-wing and anti-Zionist movements criticize J Street's positions supporting Zionism and aid to Israel. Its rejection of boycott, divestment, and sanctions and human rights organizations' allegations of a Gaza genocide and past efforts at Palestinian statehood. It was founded in 2007. Altogether, it has donated $15,000. And once again, that's J Street. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Democratic liberal groups, who altogether have donated $220,911. Next, at number 2, is retired, who altogether have donated $116,679. Next, at number 3, we have attorneys and law firms, who altogether have donated $87,773. Next, at number 4, is women's issues, who altogether have donated $73,972. And finally, in 5th, we have pro-Israel groups, who altogether have donated $71,800. Now, let's go ahead and look at all the donors at a glance. Individually, AIPAC, boo suck, BlackRock, boo suck, Comcast, boo suck, Service Employees International Union, great, absolutely wonderful, J Street, boo suck. You have the one really great one on there, and then you have 4 stinkers alongside of it. Industry-wise, Democratic liberal groups, boo suck. Retired, great, absolutely wonderful. Attorneys and law firms, ooh. Women's issues, great, absolutely wonderful. Pro-Israel groups, boo suck. Yeah, when you have good, you have great, awesome groups. It's just, they're stuck in there with so many horrible donors. Why can't you have more that are based on actual people? Instead, you have all these monstrous big money demons. Altogether, I'm going to have to say they suck ass. They're not at the very bottom, but damn, they are close. Anyway, this has been a look at Representative Chrissy Houlihan, who is the representative for the 6th District of Pennsylvania. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. And it can't be just a bunch of tinfoil hat wearing websites or a bunch of anecdotes slapped together to try to make a list of sources, because that don't work either. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.